What's up guys, Eternal here, and today I'm going to show you how to play MEL. We are going to play on the mid lane against Veigar. Usually you wanna take Q first unless you're making an invade. Q is your main poking ability that applies projectiles. Like this. If you play against melee matchups, you can just pay attention to your own minions' health and then you will know when to cast Q. Or in this case, Veigar was trying to last hit. MEL has two passives. The first one stores damage, applying stacks of overwhelm at the enemy. Each time you do damage with autos and abilities. And then you can right click your enemy. And currently there are 6 stacks. Then you can maintain that by applying auto. And the second part of your passive is the fact that after you apply an ability, your next attack applies 3 extra projectiles. So this is similar to Lux with her passive, and this stacks up to 9 times. Your E roots, and then upon explosion it slows. It's a bit like Anivia's Q, but there is one difference. You cannot detonate your E earlier. Right, say it's pretty easy to root someone, because it passes through and already roots. Thing is, if you want to maximize damage, you need to apply E at max range. An Arcane Comet is great for extra poke, along with Scorch. Nice, Veigar has no flash now. He's in danger. Here's the root. Can't do more because the W blocks projectiles. That doesn't mean she blocks every ability possible. Doesn't work like that. Okay, he's dead. I didn't even ignite because I knew I had the damage. So there's thing about your first passive. Once the damage stacked exceeds the threshold showed you an execute, the enemy dies. So basically when applied, if the stored amount exceeds the enemy's combined shields and health, they are executed. Her most popular choice is Ludens, along with some mana early. Surely you wanna go for Lost Chapter first. There's a great synergy with Ludens and Shadow Flame, especially against squishies. And like I mentioned before, with the second passive, you have to apply auto attacks. Make sure to apply as many as you can. Like here, I press Q, I apply again. And you also apply this passive to minions, so then it's easier to last hit. Like this, see? So we're gonna max Q first. As for W, it has a really long cooldown early, around 30 seconds. Like I said, it blocks projectiles. Actually, it fires projectiles back at the enemy, so it's simply a reflection. And also, in the exact moment when you are being provided 30% movement speed, you can also negate all the damage incoming, so if you time it right, you are invulnerable to damage. Which is great because sometimes you might face team comps without projectiles. Well, Gwen has no ult, so yeah, I was able to survive. So that was your ultimate. The ultimate has its passive, increasing the damage of the passive itself. Which means you're much stronger once you unlock your ultimate. And the active means that You can only apply this on enemies affected by your passive, so enemies you previously hit, and you simply detonate the stacks dealing damage. Thing is, this ultimate has a cast time, so you need enough time to apply it before you die, for example. And there's one important thing: your ultimate actually glows when you have enough damage to execute the target, so pay attention to that. And then you won't waste ult for nothing. It actually happens at the start when playing first games as MEL, but once you get used to that, you're gonna be much better with this champion. This route is so strong, but you need to make sure to apply it max range. That way you also gain more stacks for your passive and you increase damage. So it's crucial. And it's fairly easy to last hit and wave clear with just EQ. Your main combo is EQ with auto and then your ultimate. The combo is pretty simple yet effective. So look, right now I wouldn't be able to kill Veigar with ultimate, but some other time, when I apply more damage, it will start glowing. And it will actually glow yellow. That's when you know when to finish off the target. I see this Gwen being low HP. But Veigar surely warned her. I actually have much higher killing potential against Veigar, so I'm gonna stay on the lane. As for summoners, the most common is teleport. You can also play with ignite for killing potential or barrier if you play against assassins. Alright, look. It was glowing yellow, you saw that? That's what I mean. That means you can kill an enemy with your ultimate. Keep in mind you have short amount of time for this, so you need to put extra attention in a team fight.
I should have been there for you. An enemy has been slain.
Now I'm gonna talk more about W. In this matchup, I can actually reflect Veigar's ultimate if he tries later. But of course, you're not able to use this W if you're being crowd controlled. So if Veigar catches me with E, I might not have enough time to reflect. Or I can reflect things like Pike's Q as well. See, MEL last hits easily. You can roam, but you should mainly focus on minions. Play like a control mage, but her ganks are pretty strong too. And always try max range. I speed myself up now and execute him with the passive. So this time it was an execute. Also not sure if you have noticed that, but there's a mark showing on health bar when it's gonna execute. And this time I ulted earlier. I thought my allies will finish him off. Of course I didn't have to do that, because he was in range, so I would just finish off. But look, even Dragon has this execute. That small thing. And it helps. But yeah, I recommend using ultimate only if it's glowing yellow. Maybe sometimes late game you can just do it for the poke if you applied your abilities to multiple targets. Make sure to apply your abilities at like 3 enemies in a team fight first and then you ult.
With each obstacle I overcome,
Gonna be much more impactful that way.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
change is the only constant.
Alright, let's roam. This one I can dodge.
But it seems our definition is
And he's dead. And execute. Reward for us. No one died from our team.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright, let's back. So Shadow Flame next. Dark Seal as well.
what challenges await us.
In some tough situations, 1v1 against an assassin, you wanna apply stacks first and then, for example, flash away from safe range. You're just gonna ult and finish off.
Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
This time W for the speed up. Remember that your W doesn't block damage from turrets. That's really important in case you thought that.
Legendary.
And as you put points into Q,
Has been destroyed.
the amount of
Free.
projectiles actually increases to 10. Remember at the start it was 6. That means more damage. Surely this champion will get nerfed surely. She is OP, and when you know the way she works,
Has been
you can even do more damage. You can do much more. And they surrendered, so quick guide, hope it was helpful. I mentioned pretty much everything you need to know about the champion to play her effectively, so if you enjoyed you can like and subscribe. Let me know what you think and if you would like some champion guide for exact champion. Thanks for watching and see you next time.